I want to watch Bellular's video talking about some new changes coming to Dragonflight.
Welcome back.
Real quick.
Right, straight up, I'm just
And good morning,
really
everyone.
damn happy about this. So Blizzard have announced a seemingly pretty brilliant feature, totally out of the blue, and it's coming soon. The one concern that people have had, I think, is, right, Dragonflight, good start, but can they actually keep it going? Right? Where's the marathon pace? Well, they keep the game feeling decent, you know? We want the baseline to rise from what we've came.
I'll say this. If we have to wait 9 months before patch 10.1, Dragonflight is going to get boring. Is that true? That is fucking true.
To expect. And if you remember a few of us praising some FF14 events, also good news. I mean, hell, they've said this is just the beginning. So the new feature is called the Trading Post. It's going to be on the PTR soon, based on what people have found, the like sort of techie people.
What's that?
They've actually had a 10.0.5
it is EMB, yeah,
PTR build ready to go. And I think the idea that this is on a 0.5 is a pretty damn good sign. It opens the door for, well, yeah, substantial, like, side content updates between main numbered patches, which is awesome. Dope monthly content, just like ours. Hit up the link down below for Death Knight month.
Whoa!
Which is awesome, and a whole bunch more.
Nice!
Etc. Thanks, guys. Like, legit helping pay the bills. With that, let's roll. Okay, a new set of traders called T&W and Zen Shiri. Trading posts are moving in to Stormwind and Orgrimmar. T&W is just outside the Mage District, and Zenshiri trading post is just about like near Gromash Hold. Now, do you remember those capital city mystery quest lines that appeared on beta, and nobody knew what these people were doing? That was actually the background for this feature being set up. Now, what's neat here is that the storefronts actually change with these trading posts. They've got transmogs on mannequins, pets at their feet, mounts in the stable, so it actually is quite rich and visually represented.
Is this just a place to buy? Is this just a place to spend real life money? Is this like an in-game shop? Is it an in-game shop? Is that what it is?
In the game. And also, the things sold by these traders are not limited by the current content in the game. It's not just recycling old content. They said they're actually going to be making some new rewards for this as well. What's the deal with the trading posts? How do they work? To obtain the items, you need to get a new currency that's called Trader's Tender. Now, you can earn this currency in two different ways. By logging in and heading to the trading post, you can collect 500 Trader's Tender every month from a chest called the Collector's Cash. That's it. Basically, as long as you're subbed, that will be there. It'll be there the first of every month, so there's like no funny business.
Oh, okay. So if you are someone that pays for their WoW sub by farming gold and like doing the WoW token thing, you don't get this. You have to actually be paying for a monthly sub to get this.
About the dates. You get 500 a month that way. Then you can earn up to 500 more Trader's Tender by completing monthly activities that are listed in the Traveler's Log. This is what it looks like, and you can see that it's got a rotating set of activities each month. So basically you can pick and choose there. That includes completing quests, completing battlegrounds, doing holiday events, even things like running Mythic Plus dungeons and raids. But there's also some special activities that are uniquely designed around the theme of the month. And if you look at the UI here, you can see the different categories as well as the monthly theme. They've got like things like just show love to the dragon aspects, which I assume would just be go to the aspects and type in like the love emote on them. So I assume just like little thematic things to do in the world that they will add every month.
I don't really think this is a bad idea. I would imagine most people are already paying a monthly sub anyway, and yeah, if you're someone that pays for WoW by farming gold and selling gold or whatever, doing the WoW token thing, then I guess you might be a little bit upset about this. But I think most people are already paying the $15 a month or whatever it is for a monthly sub. So as far as you're concerned, it's just bonus stuff for you to do. Yeah.
In addition to, you know, if you're doing your dungeons, raids, etc. Now, there's a pretty broad amount of stuff here, and what I like about the design, from what I can tell so far, is that if you're purely like a dungeon and raid person, well, that seems to be okay because you'll earn currency, I assume, by doing what you were doing anyway. I mean, even in the little like special activity thing in the UI mockup, you can see it's one of them is resurrecting players. If you're doing dungeons and raids, you'll be doing that, right? The thing though is that for loads of other players who don't fit into playing the kind of 3 pillars of World of Warcraft at the end game, well, this will give them way more diversified things to do. So at the start of each month, the traders get new items, and the Traveler's Log will be updated with new
So this is sort of adding like an element of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. It's like, okay, I don't want to stop paying for my WoW sub because then I might miss the trading post rewards for that month. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Like, it's something you already get for free, like I said, if you already have a WoW sub. And yeah, like I think this is like not that big of a deal. They rotate it. Well, who knows how often items will be on rotation? What if it's like on a 6-month rotation? It's like, okay, if I don't get it this month, I'm gonna have to wait 6 months or 12 months to get it again before it comes back. I don't know.
Activities. If you miss out on any items, they will rotate back into the trader's inventory in future months, but there's also a free
so we don't know
on the trader's UI. If there's an item you really want, but let's say you only get 1,000 a month, the two things that you'd love to get amounts to like 1,800. You could take one of the expensive ones and freeze it. You can actually prevent at least one of the items from being refreshed in your store. I think that's nice. Now, this also will include cosmetics from promotions that are no longer available, as well as items that are normally only available for cash purchase in the in-game store, which is a kind of interesting one because if you hit up that screenshot, you do see there's the Celestial Steed for 900 tender. These, these store mounts.
It's the old store stuff that no one fucking wants anymore.
One of the ways that people would kind of defend their existence, I suppose, is saying, well, hey, you can just use WoW token, right? You can convert that, gold to token to be net balance, then buy the mount. Yeah, it's a pretty damn nice way for Blizzard to have a mount be sold. But this is actually that just operating within the game. I suppose it's a play for retention over immediate money now.
That's what this is.
I would rather they do things to help retain me as a player by giving new things to do every month than to just pump promotions down my throat. Now, this being patch 10.0.5, not 10.1, is pretty awesome to me, right?
Yeah, like this system was designed with the intent of just keeping people playing month to month. But I don't think it's doing it in a sinister way, really. I think it's actually pretty good as far as retention goes.
One of the things that was really cool to the Legion expansion is there is a patch every 77 days. I think a fairly high percentage of our players will actually engage with this every month and get some nice new rewards that they would like. I mean, think about even like time walking, That's fine, but they don't really get updated. It can get a bit old and stale. And whenever I initially posted about this on Twitter, unanimously positive feedback. And that included from people who follow me who I know are not into Dungeons and Raids, like people who want to play WoW for other reasons. And this seems extremely up their alley. But also a lot of pretty damn hardcore players, like say Dakor on our team here, who's a cutting edge raider and helps us.
Staysafe's brother. Hey Drew, why do you say that, bro? Hey, why would you say that he's my brother? I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Huh, fascinating. Huh, why would you say that? Is it because I don't know, you're a racist and you think that all white men look the same? Huh. I'm just curious.
Leading a lot of gameplay content. He's super excited about it. And a lot of people, him too, that have been super salty about the game, like me, we're pretty glowing about this. And that's nice. What I said about Dragonflight is, okay, this does feel like the end of WoW has ended, and now we're at the start of a new beginning. So WoW, it's went down like this, now we've went up a bit, and the question is, can they keep the momentum going, or will they peter out? What I want to see is that momentum going, and I think this is actually that. Now, Holly Longdale, who is the vice president...
Does Bellular have fake plants too? If you think that this plant right here is real, bro, I got some snake oil to sell you. I've got a big bottle of snake oil that you should buy. It's going to fix all your problems.
And executive producer of WoW, she tweeted, we are only getting started, 2023 and beyond. We are dedicating ourselves to players and the game. We will be trying stuff, seeing what works, and listening. We see you, we are you, more to come. I suppose you could take that as just, it's an empty statement. But I think this is, you look at what's actually happening here. It's not an empty statement. And this doesn't feel like the sort of thing that we would have just randomly got within Shadowlands. This is not happening in the Dragon Isles. This is happening in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. What that actually means is this is a new feature for World of Warcraft, not a new feature for Dragonflight, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
And that's really good, because in 3 or 4 years' time, I assume they'll still be updating the store. It'll rotate through its things. and it will still be giving players things to do. And as Holly said, and as the blog post said, like, this is just the first version of it. Who knows how it will evolve? Could you just theme a month based on some of the more starter zones that we'll be nostalgic for, like, say, Westfall or the Barrens? You could have some special activities there, make some cool new armor sets, and bam. I think a lot of people...
honestly, I really like this system. It is sort of like the World of Warcraft holiday system, which is really cool. Like, for 1 year, for the first year you do the holiday achievements and do all the holiday events, it's really cool. And then the second year or third year, it's like, well, I've already done all of them, and now I don't really need to interact with any of the holiday events again. And so I actually like having like a monthly event in WoW that I can look forward to and get excited about. And like you said, yeah, maybe it makes you travel around the world and do stuff. That's kind of what the holiday event does, but that's only 1 year of content. After you do all the holiday achievements, you're over. And I gotta say, I've been doing them in Wrath now for a couple months, and I did them in Wrath back in the day. I love the holiday events. Like, I really do. I think they add so much to the game. I really, really love the holiday events. But the problem is, once you do them once, you never need to do them again. So this is having this like rotating kind of content where you're incentivized to do it and travel around the world and do a bunch of like I like that a lot, actually.
People would think, oh, awesome, I will go and get that thing in WoW this month. And that's good for keeping the overall player base healthy and engaged. Another thing, I've talked as well about wanting multiplicative designs, not just additive ones. And what I mean here is, okay, heritage armor with a quest. That's awesome, but it's one and it's done. Something like this, though, they've made the bucket. They've made the category. So now if they just think, shit, lads, we've got a few people who have got some spare time in the office. What are they going to do? Well, maybe they could make a few cool little objectives for the next month, one of these, or a future traders post or trading post, and few rewards. It's like it exists as a thing that they can put things into, if you get my drift.
Hey, real quick, did the Christmas event start in Classic Wrath?
And
tomorrow.
More things like that in the game is definitely a healthy thing.
Right.
A lot of other fairly successful MMOs, I don't know how extremely successful Guild Wars 2 is, but it does, I suppose, things a little bit more...
Hey, successful enough for World of Warcraft to steal like 10 different ideas from them, okay? So... that's true.
Feeling like this. Obviously, then there is the whole Moogle, the Moogle store event that FF14 does. It's just good that they've established here a simple, production-friendly way to give players more to do in World of Warcraft, right? That's
true.
Really
I think this is a good feature. I do.
The reason why I say production-friendly and why I think that's important is because the team size has increased, right? Not all aspects of making a game get faster the more people you have. That's how we have so many high-profile AAA disasters in the industry. But there are certain things where just having a larger team, like just having more artists to make some transmogs to put on the trading post, like that scales up fairly nicely. The other side, obviously, is this is a clear retention system for the game, right? Like it does obviously work with your WoW sub. As long as you are subbed to WoW, you will accrue 500 of this currency per month. On one side, for some people, they'll see coercion there, right? They'll see, oh, they're bribing me to keep my sub by giving me...
So it sounds like even if you are not paying for the monthly sub and you're doing the gold WoW token thing to pay for your game time, you can still get 500 tokens a month by completing in-game objectives. And then you get 500 more if you have a monthly sub. So if you're not paying a monthly sub, you're not 100% precluded from getting these rewards. You just do it half as fast.
500 tender. And then
that's
the other side
like,
would be, oh, that's kind of nice. So if I am subbed to the game, but I don't get to play that much, at least I'll get 500 of the thing. And then that makes me interested in value. So let's think about money for a second here. So the Celestial Steed is $25 US on the store, right? 1,000 tender is therefore, if you kind of scale those things, because the steed is 25 USD in the store, but costs 900 tender, then 1,000 tender is worth about $28 in value. And I suppose how they have probably sort of computed this out in their heads as being a strong value proposition addition to value addition to the core World of Warcraft sub is that you have 500 of this tender per month. So based on the pricing of their cosmetics on the store, you're looking at $14 of cosmetic value being slapped onto your $9.99 a month World of Warcraft subscription. Of course, I think it's what, $15 a month in the States. So I just thought that was fairly interesting. Now, this is not me saying.
Is the EU WoW sub $9.99? Europeans, how much are you guys paying? Is it $9.99 for you guys? 13? Okay.
Wow, you're paying $15 and you're getting $14 of free value. I'm not saying that because obviously these are all.
Bro, you guys actually have a better deal than we do. Look at the conversion rate. 1 USD is 0.94 euro. Bro, our American sub straight up is costing more than. Oh man, that is not cool, Blizzard. Not cool.
Digital products. They don't exist. There's no cost of replication. So, value's in the eye of the person who is, I suppose, being proposed that value. But anyway, I think that when you actually run the maths here, some people could construe this as being a fairly good deal. Therefore, one could quite readily understand how.
Zelm, maybe it'll pop up soon. I'm not sure.
To a lot of people,
let's give it a minute. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Strong addition to their subscription. It would be in a way that would feel pretty bad, though, if it was just, hey, we'll give you, fun bucks as long as you're subbed. The real value of the tender also comes in because there's then 500 more a month that you actually go and earn. That said, it does seem to be a fairly readily earnable thing. It's been nice being excited for Season 1 to drop, then getting some really damn good news, and it just does mean that overall, I have not felt this good about what I do and this game, the broader picture of things. I haven't felt this good about it in years.
Dragonlance is killing it. I don't think anyone that is actually playing Dragonlance really has anything bad to say. That's my inference of like talking to people and looking around town. Anyone that's actually playing it seems to be having fun. Now, of course, you have the and honestly, like I kind of understand this. I get this because of the way that the game was advertised and marketed. I think there's a lot of people that looked at the Dragonflight ads, looked at the announcement, looked at everything so far externally and said, oh, Dragonflight is fucking gay. Yo, that shit is gay, dude. I think there's a lot of those people that have totally written it off because of the way the game was marketed and promoted. But like really, if you just play the game, it's fun. It's good. It's good. And I'm not casting any value judgment on that stuff, but I'm just like, if you play the game, it's World of Warcraft. It's fun, period. So far at least.
Part of that, I suppose, is because I had a little bit of a 3-year-long health saga that was fucking awful.
That's probably you, Zelm.
Thank
you, Zelm.
Yeah, well, suffice to say, still is an issue, but it's not really a big issue, and it's mostly resolved now. So I suppose also, I've had a decent amount of good news, I guess. Just, I don't know, man, it just kind of feels like, oh, yay, the dark times are a little bit over. Because it kind of has felt like the dark times, hasn't it? I mean, goddamn, there's a lot of tiresome stuff going on. So, look, it does mean that as I think about how I steer the ship, because right now, there's just shy of 20 people between the studio, the channels, everything. As I think about how I'm going to steer the ship.
Bellular has 20 people working for him. Oh my god. Dude, I wonder what he's spending on payroll. Like, how much is he paying these people? He's got like 18 or 19 people, right? He said almost 20. How much is he paying a year to keep these people employed? Jeez.
The ship. I mean, I don't know, steer it more aggressively. Feeling good about WoW, I really do feel like, damn, how can I raise more funds to grow things, to make things cooler, to do more cool shit? Can I head up NI Screen and say, hello, NI Screen, look at this, our patrons are supporting us. Could you match fund this and do a thing to, do a thing, and then I can hire 2 people from Northern Ireland, and then we can do this new project, and then we can have more content. I'm trying to think about...
Who the hell wears gloves indoors? Listen, he is European, okay? Europe is in the middle of an energy and heating crisis, okay? In America, we can flip on the heater. In Europe, they can't, okay? He can either wear gloves or he can, go in his backyard and chop some trees down and, chop some fucking firewood, okay? True.
Out all these things to see just how we can make more awesome shit together. So, man, it is exciting times. and it is nice to honestly feel a growing sense of confidence in where this game is, in you know, where we've invested a lot of our emotional energy in for, I mean, what percentage of our adult lives? It's a pretty damn high one, eh?
True.
Okay. Sorry I got a bit rambly towards the end. I'm just feeling good about stuff. I hope you have a wonderful day. Look forward to our Season 1 gearing guide tomorrow. If you'd like some content to watch in the meantime, check out the Dragon series.
Nice one, Bellular. Okay, let me link the video. Yeah, no, Dragonflight is not in a bad spot right now. It's true, it is not.